Do you, when you look at the label on your cosmetic product, see the word perfume and in brackets, fragrance, sourced from plants? Wonder actually what this natural perfume is? Well, in this video, we're going to be looking at the differences between the using of pure essential oils and perfume, naturally sourced. Hello, my name is Jan Benham, founder and CEO of The Aroma Shop, and a warm welcome to you this Sunday in June 2023. So today's subject is essential oil versus natural perfume, a comparison. But before we go into this subject, I would just like to touch on artificial perfume. Now, I have done a video in the past, so you can look it up, and there's so much more information, but I just want to give a warning. Most artificial perfume contains phthalates, which can cause hormone disruption in the human body, plus a host of other problems. And also there are many other harmful ingredients within artificial perfumes. So these artificial fragrances are used in numerous products on the market today, including deodorants, laundry detergents, scented candles, air fresheners, and a host of cosmetic products, including skin, body, and hair care products, hair shampoo specifically. So personally, I keep away from using any product in my house that contains any synthetic perfume. But today's subject is about the use of essential oils and natural perfume. Now, when examining the ingredient list of numerous natural skincare products available in today's market, one ingredient frequently catches the eye: perfume, or in brackets, fragrance. At the end of the list of ingredients, you will often see something like this: indicates the presence of natural fragrances extracted from plants. Now, as I value whatever I put on my body, I like to know what exactly is in this fragrance. And so let's begin by examining what we use for fragrancing. So some companies will use essential oils, and then they will list the essential oils at the end of the list of ingredients. And some natural skincare products use fragrancing or natural perfume. So first of all, what are essential oils? Well, essential oils are natural organic substances produced in various glands and sacs within aromatic plants. And they're widely regarded as the life force of the plants. And they contain a complex blend of chemicals that work synergistically with each other. So let's take this plant, for example. This is a geranium plant that is bred specifically for its perfume, for its scent. And it's widely used in the perfume industry, and it's also used in aromatherapy oils, in essential oils. So it's not bred for its flowers, it's bred for its scent. And the scent is actually in the leaves. So we have like little oil sacs that are on the leaves. And when you press them, the essential oil is released. So how we get the essential oil from this plant is we put the leaves into a still, and then it's naturally extracted through. So all the essential is extracted out of the plant, and you're left with, at the bottom, you're left with a hydrolat, which is also known as hydrosol, and usually on the top, you're left with essential oils, which are the pure essential oils. Now, these chemicals have a profound effect on our body. As I said, we consider them the life force of the plant. So they don't just do one thing. Because of the complex amount that nature has put into this plant, they work a lot of different ways. Now, geranium, for example, is an adaptogene. So what it does is it helps to balance hormones in the body. So it helps to balance especially the skin. It is very good for both dry and oily skin because it helps to balance the fatty, the sebaceous glands in the skin. And there are numerous more examples of thousands of these plants and what they do on the body. That's just one example. Now, the primary, what the chemist discovered many years ago was that when you take the essential oil, they can be broken down into various chemical families. For example, aldehydes, terpenes, esters, alcohols, lactones, I think I've covered everything, acids, and phenols. So what they do, these chemical components comprise of, again, hundreds of different chemicals within the aldehyde family or within the terpene family. So these, then you're getting into what they call the natural perfume. So when we use the pure essential oil, we use the 100% essential oil that contains all these chemical groups. Now, when you are using a natural perfume or fragrancing, what the chemist has usually done is they've taken the essential oil. Now let's take, now the chemical group that basically supplies the perfume or makes the most scent is aldehydes. So they will take, for example, from lemongrass contains the chemical citronellal, which is an aldehyde, not to be confused with citronellol, which is an essential oil in its own right. Lavender has the chemical linalool, which is an alcohol. So you can do that. Anyways, so what they do is they will take this citronellal, for example, and they'll take another chemical, say citral, they join them together, and they might add a little bit of geraniol or whatever, and they create a unique scent. Now the problem is the more you mess around with the plant, the more you take out something from an essential oil, the less therapeutic it becomes. To artificially replicate an essential oil in the laboratory, it would be an extremely arduous task, as nature has already bestowed upon us every single cherished and appreciated chemical constituent. And some essential oils such as jasmine, rose, and vetiver and sandalwood are virtually impossible to reproduce in a lab. So I personally prefer to use the whole essential oil rather than the perfume. Now, both René Ganefos and Dr. Jean Valnet, which are considered the grandfathers of aromatherapy, emphasize that the whole essential oil is necessary to maintain the integrity of healing and to heal wholly. So if I'm wanting to apply a moisture cream, say for example I have acne rosacea, which is a very inflammatory condition of the skin, it makes the skin very red here, I want something to calm it down. So I want to add an essential oil that is going to do that. For example, I usually add Immortelle to my creams, which has got the chemical constituents of esters in it. Now these esters are known to calm the skin down. But I'm not just applying an ester, I'm applying the whole essential oil. But by understanding the chemicals, we can understand what the essential oil actually does. Now, if I just apply a component of it, you might have some effect, but you will not have the whole effect. Now, so while acknowledging that natural perfume surpasses its harmful synthetic counterpart, I personally gravitate towards products that contain the addition of 100% pure essential oils. It brings me reassurance to see specific essential oils listed in the ingredients, such as Pelargonium graveolum, in brackets, geranium, Lavandula angustifolia, lavender, as opposed to the vague term perfume fragrance. Now, another thing you'll see at the end of the list of ingredients, especially when someone is adding essential oils to their product as opposed to natural perfume, is you'll still see some chemical constituents added. For example, if you add lavender essential oil to your product, this is in the EU, you have to by law add the chemical linalool as an ingredient, even though it might be not added as an extra, but as part of the lavender. This is because the powers that be consider linalool could be an irritant to the skin. Well, in my view, linalool is not an irritant to the skin, especially if it is inclusive and used inclusive as part of lavender essential oils. Now, although I love essential oils, buyer beware, be very careful. Don't just apply essential oils willy-nilly. They are not all to be used concentrated or anything like that. You need to apply them under the guidance of a qualified aromatherapist, not someone who's just done a weekend course. So it's to know what your essential oils do, or buy from a qualified aromatherapist your blends. So that's my little warning to you today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And I hope that you found this video useful. Otherwise, it's bye.